जय श्री माता जी। स्वागत सभी का आज के मेडिटेशन सेशन में। गुड इवनिंग एंड वेलकम ऑल। पूर्ण समर्पण भाव से हम सभी श्री माता जी को नमन करते हुए अपनी कुंडलिनी चढ़ाकर बंधन लेंगे। विद डिवोशन एंड लव, लेट्स bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our kundalini and take bandhan. महामंत्र और गणेश मंत्र। To be in meditative state, let's get ourselves balanced. ध्यान में स्थित रहने के लिए आइए हम अपने आप को संतुलित कर लेते हैं। लेफ्ट हैंड टुवर्ड्स श्री माता जी's फोटो एंड राइट हैंड ऑन मदर अर्थ। बायां हाथ श्री माता जी की ओर और दाहिना हाथ भूमि तत्व पर। श्री माता जी से प्रार्थना करेंगे, श्री माता जी कृपा करके हमारे बाएं नाड़ी के जड़त्व को पृथ्वी तत्व द्वारा दूर कीजिए। मदर, प्लीज क्लेंस माय लेफ्ट चैनल। अपना दाहिना हाथ श्री माता जी की ओर रखेंगे और बायां हाथ आकाश की ओर। श्री माता जी से प्रार्थना करेंगे, श्री माता जी हमारे दाएं नाड़ी की अत्यधिक उष्णता को शांत कीजिए। Keeping our right hand on our lap and raising left hand towards the sky, we pray, Mother, please cleanse our right channel. अब अपने दोनों हाथ श्री माता जी की ओर, both hands on our lap towards श्री माता जी। अपना सारा चित्त सहस्त्रार पे स्थिर रखते हुए, keeping our attention on Sahasrara, we shall pray, Mother, please clear my central channel. Mother, please bless me to be in balance. अपनी इसी निर्विचारिता की स्थिति में स्थिर रहते हुए हम श्री माता जी के अमृतवाणी को आत्मसात करेंगे।
Today we have come here to do the Adi Shakti Puja. I have already told you about the Adi Shakti, how she had to work out so many things in this world. First to create, and then to create human beings through evolutionary process. After that, to comfort them. Then to counsel them. So many people came on this earth just to do the counseling. They told what was wrong, what was right, what should we do, what we should not do, what is self-respect, and what is the duty of a human being as the superior most creature. So many of them came on this. One after another, in every country they came, and their counseling formed religions. Of course, you see the mess of the religions, and that's how their life was wasted. That they formed religions after religions, by which only human beings were divided. Divided to such an extent they hate each other. If somebody is born in an X-religion, he hates the person who follows the Y religion. Why? Those who came as counselors talked about complete unity, complete oneness of human race. Despite that, human brain in its freedom did all kinds of wrong things and created a country, or we can say the whole world, full of lots of problems arising out of religion. How can it be that religion makes you hate somebody? Religion is there to understand love, to imbibe love and compassion. So the third thing one had to do is the Adi Shakti's job. That is the one Kundalini within us. And by her awakening, we got pure knowledge, absolute knowledge. Pure knowledge that it cannot be challenged. Absolute it is. Whatever you know after realization is absolute. If you know that, then what you have to understand that everything has to be united. You cannot have fights and you cannot hate anyone. If that thing starts happening, all the problems of the world will be finished. So the first thing, redemption, that is the quality of the Adi Shakti, was to redeem people of their all wrong ideas about others. Firstly, as we know, there are 6 enemies we have got. And unless and until we can conquer those 6 enemies, we cannot be a religious person. That's what it is said. But actually all religions are based only on prospering those 6 enemies that we have within us. When you see this clearly, you start seeking earnestly the truth. And the revelation of truth, absolute truth, can only come through your evolution, through your reformation, that you become person who knows the truth. For that, Adi Shakti's ascent is important within you, which is your Kundalini. And when this thing takes place, automatically you drop all those 6 enemies that you have. You become a beautiful human being. Like lotus, when it is in the very germinating state, it looks like all other small animals or small, you can say, very, very small dirty things that are in the pot. And then when it starts coming out of that horrible water, it becomes such a beautiful flower, rises up and opens out. In the same way as Sahaja, though lives along with all these horrible things that are going on, but flowers like a lotus. It doesn't have all these insects, all this dirt and filth of that water in which it lives. It sucks only the pure water, and the others remain there as it is. So what is left within you is nothing but purity, beauty and fragrance, just like a lotus. Then there is no more the problem of getting attacked by all these small creatures in the water, or all the dirty things that are in the water. And this state that you have achieved now, I am very happy to see so many people in America have achieved it, which is a very great blessing. because America is the leading country in so many ways. One can say that it has made lots of money. That is not the criteria for becoming a very good surgeon. What you get is the satisfaction. Satisfaction that you enjoy whatever you have and whatever others have. And the second thing that happens to you, you become absolutely collective. This has to happen. But I find still people have not understood the meaning of collectivity. For example, family is very, very weak here. Family that is being created by natural relationships is not so much respected as it should have. It's all because based on money, so people start quarreling, fighting, even killing each other. Now the basis of family is love and compassion. Those who do not have this cannot have good families. I have seen even among surgeries sometimes, some people who are working for money, who are educated, sometimes look down upon people who are not so well off. Or maybe the housewives who are working in the house, looking after the children, building up the families, are not treated with respect as some secretary in some organization. I don't know why this kind of a manliness comes into women. Why should they think they are something higher than the women who are working hard in the household, cooking, looking after children, wearing all the brunt of the society? This is something I feel is a part which is lacking very much in America and also Western countries. When money becomes important, when money is important, then the Lakshmi principle is not respected. Very surprising. Money is the part, or we should say blessing of the Lakshmi. But the Graha Lakshmi, the one who is a householder, is not respected. And with this, I tell you, it's a very, very wrong things can happen. You can work, you can be educated, but you should be able to look after your family and look after their comfort and look after their unity. Instead of that, educated women, I call them manly women. Educated women think that they are something higher, they are sadly mistaken. In no way a man is higher than a woman. So this kind of a disparity that exists, and one starts thinking that we are earning, we are educated, are really manly women, I must say. But the women who work very hard in the household with love, look after the children, look after the family, are in no way less than these people who are working in the office. So such women must be respected by their husbands, by the males of the family. Not only that, but all the surgeries must respect such women who are doing such a difficult task. I have been a housewife and I know what it is. To run the house, to look after the children, to look after the complete organization and looking after the expenditure of the money if that is limited. This ego has to go. The other day, one lady, she came at an interview and asked me that how is it in this world of men, you are so much respected. World of men, I was really laughing. What makes them think that is the world of men, I can't understand. Can they exist without women? But I was amazed at her question because she said that even in the jail, criminals have so much respect for it. How is it possible? How can they have so much respect for a woman? I said, I can't understand. One thing, that criminals have got mothers or not? All males, don't they have a mother? They all have a mother. And they respect the mother. That's the point one should know, that woman is a much more important thing than the man is as far as the children are concerned. But I've seen even some ladies who think they are very capable try to control it and create problems. A mother's job is not to control. Her job is to love, to give compassion. And this is the quality of women is lost in these Western so-called advanced countries. It's a very dangerous thing, I personally think, that if such a thing happens, families will be destroyed. Nobody will have respect for the lady who looks after the family. And she is more than a prime minister, I would say, in a family, and she is to be respected and to be understood. Today, I think it's important to say that all of you should understand the value of women who are housewives. It's a tremendous job to be a housewife. I've gone through it and I know what it is. The respect to the housewife is not given. She would also look after the children. Children are tomorrow's citizens. Who will groom them? Who will bring them up? All these manly women don't also have children sometimes. So they don't know what is the problem of children. At least those who are solving the problem of children, you must understand their responsibility. This is a very, very crucial point, I think, on which all the Western societies are collapsing, because in their culture there is no place for the mother. So the women should not feel in any way less. If they are mothers and looking after the household, they should not feel inferior to anybody who thinks that they are something great. Basically, the families have to be improved. This collectivity must work first in the family. The children are to be groomed properly. They are to be brought up in a proper way. As it is in this day, you know what is happening to the children. When I read about it, I am really shocked that children are just treated as if they are some unwanted stuff. They are not given any attention. Ultimately, the children become drug addicts, they become vagabonds, anything, they can become anything, because there's so much neglect and so much of hatred for children. So one has to first remember that for collectivity, you must look after your children. Not only that, with love and compassion. Not as somebody who is trying to become a despot out of it, but a person who is a source of joy and compassion. In one of my lectures, I had talked to you about the emotional intelligence. That is what we should try to imbibe. Emotional intelligence. That means the intelligence that is based on emotions. Unless and until we become emotionally intelligent, our society cannot do. With an emotional intelligence, you care and you enjoy caring. You do everything for others with a great emotional understanding. Not for one child, not for one son, but for everyone you have to be emotionally intelligent. Some children are born like this, but some are to be made like that. That they should be emotionally intelligent. Because if the mother and father are money oriented, very selfish, they won't allow their child to give anything to others. So such a child will grow into a very funny type of a person and will never do anything for anybody, not even for his own country. Why should he do it? Everything for selfishness. Then such people indulge into corruption, indulge into all kinds of things which are only selfish in attitude.
जय श्री माता जी। श्री माता जी से आज के ध्यान के लिए हृदयपूर्वक धन्यवाद करेंगे। We thank you, Shri Mataji, for today's collective meditation. सभी नतमस्तक होंगे और बंधन लेंगे। Bowing down to Shri Mataji, let's take बंधन.